Alright, welcome back, ladies and gents. We are playing the Stanley Parable, and apparently from what people have told me, I only got 2 endings to find, and I've got some hints as to where to find it. I don't know why they have this load game function here. It doesn't really make a difference. Alright, here we go. When would you ever load a game? You pretty much just finish the game, period, right? I don't know. Here we go, here we go. Skipping that.
This is the story.
Yes, awesome. Story of me. Awesomeness. Hey, the door is red.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers.
So have you
He
guys
never
been?
functioned well by himself.
I've been pretty
Constantly
good.
needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
You may notice I have a new little icon on the bottom right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So I think we're gonna go the wrong door.
This was not the correct way to the employee lounge, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. So he
There's
turned
the
left
elevator.
at the
I want
first
to use
open
this.
door and walked back in the right direction. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Maybe this is why everyone had left. No one wanted to be around someone as
Guy's so
bad at
bitter.
listening as him. And since he was walking into the middle of nowhere and thus ruining the entire story, Stanley decided that he would punish himself. So when he came to the elevator and the doors opened, he stepped inside and pushed the button to go up.
Anyways, I recently joined a group of live streamers called the CubeTubers, and I've done an interview with them in the past, and it's a really nice group. I've decided to join them momentarily, and so if you guys are following my tweets, following the YouTube little feeds and stuff like that, I will be following the tweets, following the Facebook, following a lot of stuff. I will be noting when I'm going to be doing the updates, but they're really random. If you guys want to scheduled stuff, I can actually probably start scheduling things and letting you guys know well ahead of time. And if you do want me to schedule things, let me know generally when do you guys watch these videos in the comments below. That'd be wonderful. And if I could do stuff and have people watch them live and we can chat with each other, it'll be wonderful. It'll be great. It'll be fun. We're going up because last time we went down, we were like disobeying him every which way. So this time we're going to go up. Let's see what we're going to get this time. I don't even know. I can't even type in the chat, hey? Hello, hello. We are now upstairs. Oh, and that's the phone. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this is different. Also a little freaky. Oh no, don't kill me. Oh, is this like a little thing that I sit in and it grabs me and then puts me up there? Like a little chamber hanging me over? It opened up when I walked in. That is kind of scary. That is actually really scary. Oh man. Oh, it's gonna take me up there, maybe? That'd be kind of cool. Alright, let's go, buddy. Yahoo!
It almost perplexed Stanley that he had actually gone and stepped into this metal trap. After all, it should have been no surprise that this thing would lead him to his death.
Yep, it
But
wasn't
he
a surprise.
thought to himself, this is simply the price to pay for ruining a perfectly good story. So he resigned and willingly accepted his fate, the inevitable end toward which he had spent so long stumbling. Farewell, Stanley.
I wonder if there's a... Well, it's not like Portal where you can actually get away from these things. I think Portal's kind of ruined me. Blech.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator as he sent his subject down the conveyor belt and into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
Can't look
killing
behind
him
me.
instantly.
I want to look behind me. Oh, okay. Oh, I can head back now. No, I can't. Invisible wall. Invisible wall on this side, and invisible... Yep, invisible wall. So we now have a new narrator. It's seems. It's a female. And am I supposed to jump down there? I want to shoot a portal there and put a portal there. And that way it will send me flying back the way I came, from whence I came. This actually makes me think of Portal a lot. It reminds me a lot of Portal. Okay, here we go. Oh, hello. More room.
It's a shame, then, that for all his work, it was such a meaningless victory for
This
the narrator.
narrator's narrator.
Did he really think he would accomplish anything by murdering this disposable vessel?
It's the narrator's narrator. And, why are they all British? Chess set? Oh, why did this door open? That is so weird. Actually, let's take a look at this. They've both castled. The rook is in a really weird spot. The king is under check. And I'm guessing it's white's turn here. And white can take the bishop, or he can move in. He probably would want to take the bishop. This board is actually set up correctly. See, the bottom right square should be a white. This is actually different than the other chess set. Okay, let's see. If he takes that, then the knight can go there, and then he'll have to move up. And then the queen can go there. Okay, so you can't really see my cursor here, but okay, if the king takes the bishop, then the knight will move to this little area here, check the king, and the king can't go back inside because the bishop is watching that spot. So the king has to come forward or forward and that way. If he goes forward, then the queen slides over and will check him, and he has to go to that spot. At which point, I think this rook can go down, and then he can check him again, but then he can just push a pawn up. In either case, the king is in a really bad spot, but it's not something... He's in a super bad spot, but let me see if there's a better way out of this. Let's check. And then he has to take the bishop, right? I mean, if he goes in, then we would fork the queen. No, can't fork the queen. Everybody wants to fork the queen, but they can't really fork the queen. If he goes in, he would probably take the pawn with his forward rook here. No, I want to move that knight, though. He'll probably take that. Yeah, he'll probably take the middle pawn with the knight, and that will open the path. Because if he tries to take it back with this one, then that rook can take that rook for free. So he has to take it with that one, but then that opens up the path for the queen to go in and checkmate. So he actually has to avoid both of them and put himself... Well, he can't really do anything about that now, can he? Yeah, okay, so he has to take the bishop. Knight goes there, check. Or actually, queen can go there and check, but then he just goes back inside. So we're going to go knight goes there, check. He comes out. And then we can move up. Or probably let him take the knight and not worry about protecting the knight at all. Just attack him with the rooks and basically check him until he has to come on down. And he's pretty screwed at that point. Okay, anyways. Enough with chess. I like playing chess, by the way. Oh, hello. This is very similar to the room that we were just in. It's kind of freaky. A little bit more. Will these screens turn on? Can we move that? No. It's like these are all the little elements that were from the game. And they remind me now. Like even this little...
Every possible choice Stanley could make had been designed for him long before he ever set foot here. The narrator wanted to kill him. Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start.
Oh, okay. Okay, so these are all the different possible endings. Okay, let's take a look. This is helpful. This is actually extremely helpful. Okay, so we have the elevator. We have the chess set. So basically, I guess the chess set was indeed the last room, so we don't have to go back there anymore. Because when I came to the chess set, I thought like, hey, how come I died there? Is there any more rooms past that? But yes, the chess set was the final area. This is a starting room. Huh. I wonder if this like symbolic pathing as well. Probably not. Yeah, it's just all the stuff. Like this is the This is the kitchen. That's the starting area. And then here is the screens, which is one of the endings. So we got the chess, we got the elevator, we have the screens. I know there's 6 endings, and we've seen 3 or 4 of them in the previous one. And then this is the bad ending, so that's 4. And then we have this ending that we're currently in, that's 5. And then we have the bookshelves. No, bookshelves is part of something else as well. This clampy thing is also part of this one. So we're missing one more ending, which I probably didn't understand just by walking through that room. I probably missed something. Woo!
There's no salvation for either of these two, I'm afraid. The narrator had as little power over Stanley as Stanley did over the paths that he walked.
Ooh, how deep.
But listen to me.
Oh.
This story is not over.
Oh, okay.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Okay.
Push escape and press quit. There's no other
Oh.
way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now.
Oh, I'm back
and it
here
will be
again.
your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Yeah. And then we restart, right? I guess I have to press quit, really? Resume? Jeez. I will save. Oh! Oh, I quit the whole thing. I quit the whole thing. I'm so silly. Okay. Let's not load that game. That's a very silly thing. Here we go. We are gonna start again. And here we go.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself.
My name is Stanley. I don't function well by myself.
So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Terrifying.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the
Not the
employee
correct
lounge,
way to
and
the
Stanley knew
lounge.
it perfectly well. So he turned left at the first open door and walked
You
back
guys saw
in the
that? I
right
turned
direction.
left.
Stanley was so
Turn
bad
left
at
again.
following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'll stand in my corner.
Maybe this is why everyone had left. No one
Wish I
wanted to
could
be around
crouch.
someone as bad at listening as him. And since he was walking into the middle of nowhere,
I wonder what
thus ruining
buttons
the
I have.
entire story, Stanley decided that he would punish himself.
Pushing random buttons
So
here.
when he came to the
Trying to
elevator
see
and the doors
what
opened,
else I can do.
he stepped inside and pushed the button to go up.
Elevator goes up. And elevator goes down. Oh, Stanley.
Oh, Stanley. You know, you really aren't going anywhere, and I don't say that deceitfully. I truthfully mean that there isn't a story down here. The story was back up where I told you to go in the first place. Right now, you're just running around looking at empty
So
halls.
he's
And
like
frankly,
complaining here, but if we
perhaps
went
even
up,
more
he would have just
infuriating
killed
for
us
me.
anyways.
So why don't you throw me a bone?
I don't know.
Give me a chance and just let me tell the story I want to tell.
Okay, so now we go all the way over here.
Now listen carefully. This is important. Stanley
take the
walked
red
through
pill.
the red door.
You take the red pill, and you wake up. So last time we went to the blue door. This time we're going to go through the red door. How ominous. Red door. There's actually a restaurant in the Vancouver area called the Red Door. It's like an Asian fusion restaurant. And I'm not really a big fan of the Asian fusion restaurants. For one thing, they're not that good. And for the second thing, they're actually quite expensive, where you can get like the same thing for cheaper at a normal Asian restaurant. There is absolutely nothing here. Boop.
Good, good. Now, if you don't mind, there's something I'd like to show you. But to do that, I think it would be best for us to start from the beginning.
Really?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh no.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number
Good
427.
morning.
His job pushing buttons demanded little of him, so there was not much of himself to give.
Press
And in this
B
way,
on your keyboard.
Stanley's job felt less and less like his every day.
I press B.
Buttons need pushing one day, it means they'll need pushing
Press
the next,
Y.
and then the next.
I pushed
So
Y.
without question or judgment,
This
Stanley
one I won't
continued to
follow.
do what the screen told him. One keystroke flowed into another keystroke, flowed into his ride home,
B-Y
flowed
P
into dinner, flowed into waking up,
J
flowed into going to work, and here he was again.
B-Y-P-J.
Stanley was typing out a complete sentence that said absolutely nothing at all. If in reality no one ever actually disappeared from the office, and Stanley never got the opportunity to make a decision, to choose which path he wanted to take, would his life still have any meaning? Perhaps when we long for something deeply enough, these hopes and fantasies become so strong in our minds that we truly believe that we're there, controlling that person,
that's
and
different.
living that adventure.
That is different. We
To
see things on the
manipulate
other
your
side
own
this time.
Thoughts and emotions might mean freedom from a self-imposed prison, but these delusions can be fatal to those who can't tell the difference. And so, Stanley asked, if that door never opened, if I'll never be able to walk away from those people and from these buttons, is this life still worth experiencing? Am I actually happy? Stanley answered this question by pushing a button. Then he pushed a button, and then he pushed a button. Then he pushed a button. Then he pushed a button.
Oh, was I supposed to push a button? Darn it! I think there's some kind of like philosophical thing there that I never really bothered to listen to. I think that is all the endings. That's probably what that part there, that part where I thought it was the beginning, it was actually the ending. Well, it wasn't ending. So those are the 6 endings for the Stanley Parable. And thank you guys for watching, by the way. That was really fun to play this game. Let me know if there's other things you ever wanted me to check out, especially if they're free. I would love to try it out. I will be maybe playing this again for the CubeTubers, just for the fun of it. And I heard there is a sequel to the game that's coming out soon, which is one of the reasons why I was playing this as well. And that one will have a lot of branching stories, and we'll give that a shot when it comes out. So, thanks for watching again. Leave a like or a thumbs up, I suppose, on the bottom. Subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to my Twitch TV. Subscribe to my follow, I suppose, is what they call on Twitter. And like me on Facebook. What else is there? A bunch of other stuff. Do whatever ones you feel like. If you don't feel like doing any of them, go out and get a popsicle for yourself and shove it up your bum. No, I mean, just enjoy yourself. Have a nice day, guys. Till next time. Ciao.